So, the term baby mama originates from Jamaican Creole, which means the mother of a child who is not in a committed or long-term relationship with its dad. The term baby daddy originates from Jamaican Creole as well, to mean a father's child who is not in a committed or long-term relationship with its mother. Raising a child in these modern times is shaped by various aspects such as new technology, the ever-evolving social norms, and this fast-paced day-to-day lives. However, despite all of that, a child requires both parents, because when both parents are involved, it gives the child a basic foundation to grow socially, emotionally, and cognitively. However, in this modern times as well, this is not always the case. So, I sat with someone who has been a parent for 10 years, and this is what I sought to find out. What has your experience been with parenting?
My experience with parenting since I started my parenting journey while I was young hasn't been so rosy, because I always say that I'm raising a little bro, because some of these things I am also experiencing at the first time. I've never done them. So we are just growing and bringing each other up together.
In this day and time, it being 2025, we have a sort of epidemic when it comes to co-parenting. There's a lot of baby mamas, baby daddies. Do you think that's a result of people making the wrong decisions? Or is it people knowing themselves and knowing how to get out of a wrong situation?
I would love to say that people are not lately as patient as they were in the past years. And also the raising of baby daddies and baby mamas, it's there because even everywhere in the world, divorce rates are higher than usual. And it's because I think in our society, I think men are taught to marry wrong. Because men are taught to marry this ideal woman who behaves like this, who has these tabias. But then again, it's not every man who loves that idea of a woman as they say men love. So maybe some are meant to have forever, but then they go for church girls to make them now live suffering, praying for them to maybe change, to do these things. So ukiangalia those two dynamics, you find that at the end of the day, parenting isn't as rosy. It's not.
With all the situations happening, the kids suffer. Do you think in a hypothetical, maybe perfect world, we should have applications to parenting, the same way you applied for a job? And maybe there are people who look at you and you're like, you're fit to be a parent and you're not fit to be a parent. Would that be ideal in any situation?
Yeah, because as I was telling you earlier, it's not everyone who is supposed to be a mom or a father. And just because people are telling you, oh, your biological clock is yet just get a child, you don't have to. You don't have to live a fulfilled life because of a child. Because tukiangalia even in other areas, there are people who have had miserable lives because they had children, and not because they didn't take care of them, but because even those children are causing them misery. So there's no this guarantee at utasema ati there's this perfection, there's this right way, this is the wrong way.
So, in this day and time, there are a lot of people who are just walking around with feelings of loss, abandonment, a lot of identity questions, and the fear to express one's feelings. Now, all these feelings come from a place of a broken family. So what if, in a hypothetical situation, we treated parenting like a formal application, in the way that someone goes to apply for a job? What if we had a panel that sat down and vetted someone? Are you ready to be a parent? Would you make a good mother or daddy? The phrase, "it takes a village to raise a child," truly reflects on African parenting, especially in the African traditional society. Africans raise their children in a communal and holistic way. They emphasize values such as respect, responsibility, and communal involvement. Everyone was involved in the raising of a child, which begs the question, As Africans, did we get it right and then get it wrong? Let me know in the comment section. Until next time, make sure to keep it Green Media. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share. And as always, my name is Hilda Katebe.